What's going on, people? In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about Captain America the Winter Soldier, aka Captain America 2, aka a lot of people's favorite movie in the MCU. If you don't know what makes this movie so good, well, that's what this video is for. Basically going to be telling you all the reasons why I think Captain America the Winter Soldier is one of the better MCU movies. Starting off with the first villain, George St. Pierre, GSP, the welterweight GOAT of the UFC. Like, dude, they got a real UFC fighter, a real UFC champion, right? A professional MMA fighter to play the villain. And the combat looks great. The combat looks incredible. He literally throws a Superman punch. Another reason this movie is so damn good is look at Scarlett Johansson. My gosh, you thought Iron Man 2 was hot? You thought that little Natasha over there in Iron Man 2 was hot. Have you seen this movie? Do you even know what we're dealing with? This is an Avengers level threat right there. That's an Avengers level cake right there. My gosh. They even tease us a little bit with some, Steve Rogers, Natasha action in the hospital. And then after that, when they're at Falcon's house or whatever, and they're like sharing a bed and shit. Like, dog, I really thought my boy Bruce Banner was about to get screwed over a little bit. Speaking of Falcon, this movie does a great job discovering and really getting in deep with that Captain Rogers and Captain Wilson, dynamic, which comes into play later in Endgame, obviously, when Captain Wilson becomes Captain America because Steve Rogers dies, and but this movie really sets all that stuff in place.
On your left.
Don't say it. Don't you say
On
it.
your left.
Come on!
On your left.
Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
What really makes this movie incredible, though, is the dialogue. Like, my gosh, this has one of the best scripts in any of the MCU movies because it literally feels like a mystery thriller. Like you're on your feet the whole time with the real antagonist, which is the Hydra infiltration of Shield. Like, dude, you're on the edge of your seat, man, when you're watching this. Another thing, like I said, the dialogue is really good, but the dialogue between Steven Rogers and Nick Fury in particular is like, wow. I mean, dude, it is so good. Especially in the apartment scene when Nick Fury is like being followed and he says that the apartment is bugged and they have to talk in these like weird terms. But dude, it is so well written and I think it's very underappreciated in this movie. They also mention Iowa City, and I go to school in Iowa City, so I think that's fucking
He
sick.
defends a high school valedictorian in Iowa City.
And to top it all off, probably the best fact about this movie is that Abed Nadir, baby, is in this movie. From Community, my favorite TV show of all time. He plays that one tech security guy. So funny, dude. Come on.